Hi, this is Aya Sturdivant, aka the Metaphysician, here with a perfect dream. And today is Fat Friday. And this is where I take some questions that I've been emailed by some of my viewers and I answer them from the perspective of pure consciousness. So, for those of you who don't know what this is about, please visit my Facebook page and watch all of the previous videos, and you will see that this week's theme is Who Are You? So today, Fat Friday, from the perspective of Who Are You, I have two questions that I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to make this short. Today's question from a particular individual is, I've always believed in religion. However, some of the books that I've recently purchased and read, such as Wayne Dyer, You Are God, and such as some of the books from the Nation of Islam that a friend of mine has lent me to read, it makes me question exactly the place of religion in my life, and also makes me question, should I be praying or should I be taking control of my life? If you could please answer this on your show, I would greatly appreciate that. Okay. Well, from the perspective of what I have to offer, and I appreciate you sending this question in. Thank you very much. I would just like to say that, again, there is nothing per se wrong with religion. However, you cannot read religious text literally. There is mystery and consciousness in some of the text in the religious books, in the Holy Quran and in the Holy Bible. Also, with the Hindu Vedic translations, there is a lot of there's a lot of information that is meant for those who really study and understand that most of how you are taught in religion is to take things literally, when in actuality is meant for you to take in figuratively, such as the verse in the Bible that says the kingdom of heaven is within. That simply means that your heaven on earth is within you, and all power and glory is within you because you are God. And if you go into some of the scriptures in the Christian Bible, they talk about Jesus comparing himself to God. He says, I am in the Father and the Father is in me. So what that basically means is that he didn't think that it was blasphemy to identify himself with God because he understood his creatorhood and he understood his consciousness was of God. The same as the pregnancy of baby Jesus. Now, we do understand from the Hindu perspective of, or the Buddhist perspective of Christ consciousness. So again, in the Bible, Mary is visited by angels and she's told that she's going to have a child and she should call him Jesus. So in actuality, and she says, you know, why would God choose a lowly maiden like me to carry this consciousness that no man has had seed in? So when you break that down, you understand that she's talking about the Christ consciousness. The angels that bore her witness and told her that this was going to happen were witnesses. They bore witnesses. They were messengers, and they brought the holy word. And the consciousness that fell upon her was of Christ consciousness, and she gave birth to a ministry. And a lot of people read that entirely another way, and they, assume that there was literally a person named Jesus who walked the earth and walked around here and, did all this healing and things. But the consciousness itself, the Christ consciousness, healed based on the perspective that it bore. as far as ministry, as far as things went with that. So again, Mary had ministry. She had birthed out literally ministry for 33 years. And a lot of people don't understand that, and they begin to think that, it's wrong to say that I am God, and I know what you teach, Aya, and I understand that you think that, we are God in the flesh, and, I'm not really sure on how to, accept that. I don't believe that. And the truth of the matter is, read your books. Read and study. The Bible tells you itself, study to show thyself approved. So you should never believe anything that anyone says hearsay, but you should always study for yourself, that you may gain knowledge, that you may understand precisely where you stand in your beliefs. Other than that, you'll just be confused continually. So with that being said, yes, I do believe that we are God in the flesh. I do believe that the Creator lives in us, and this is why we have creatorhood, and this is why we're able to create things. And this is why, we are where we are here. And that all of the monuments, the Stonehenges, all of those things, the pyramids, all of these things around the tombs, the temples, all over the Great China Wall, all of those things were meant to give divine respect to the creative principle. Whoever our ancestors were, they are basically showing us that the creative principle is very important, and to honor and reverence that, they built these monuments. So yes, I do believe that we are God in the flesh. I am also a fan of Wayne Dyer's books, and they have also further inspired me to open up A Perfect Dream and to do what I am doing now. I've read a lot of his books, and the one you mentioned in particular, I have read, and it has given me a lot of perspective that I would have never gotten, and a lot of spiritual growth that I would have never been able to get on my own had he not, prepondered that particular mystery, that particular spiritual mystery. So I hope that answers your question. Let me get to the next question again, because I want to be quick about it. Okay, so the next question is, I'm sorry. Dear Aya, I like your show. I wish more people would watch it. And I'm very glad that you came out with A Perfect Dream. I hope you reach the people that you desire to reach and help. I am having trouble with feeling authentic. I am familiar with the law of attraction. However, when I go into trying to behave as if I already have it, I feel like a phony. I feel like a fraud. And I feel like my wishes and dreams are never going to come true. Can you help me? The answer to that is yes, I will and can help you the best that I can. One of the things with the law of attraction is authentic living. And we have to understand that authentically we have to line up with our soul's purpose. Some of the desires and things that we are chasing are not ours. They are what we think we should have, and we're compiling them up against what it is we're really here to do. Based on, we may be having some limited belief systems like, I'm too old to be doing that now. I'm grown, I'm too old, I got grandkids, I can't be doing, So we get to dismissing the very things that we like to do because we believe that, our time is past to express that. So, as far as authenticity in your actions and your goal that you're trying to reach, what I would say is, again, try not to spook yourself. Try not to scare yourself. Let this goal be easy. Enjoy the ride. Examine all the negative belief systems as they come up. Once consciousness is shown on those things, they normally disappear. You don't have to do any work to get rid of negative belief systems, but definitely act as if. Have fun. Act as if. Have fun. And wait for inspired action to hit you. And at that point in time, whatever answers that you're given, be grateful for them and go on to the next step. You don't have to feel like a fraud because you're acting as if. You do understand it. You have to understand that you are meant to have all things that you desire and that you want. Right now, it seems like you're creating a reason to not manifest, which is you feel, like you're a fraud. That's something you're using your creatorhood to do. So you do understand that at this point in time, you're creating a reason to fail based on that. So it's not that you can't achieve it, and it's not that you have to feel phony. It's that you're choosing to create that to not manifest. And so you might have a fear of success, or you might have some challenges in the area of self-worth. So what I would suggest is to begin to try to connect the bridge between you and your higher self and begin to start loving yourself. The first way I would suggest that is to definitely start singing love songs to yourself. And start doing some self-reflecting if possible. Just thinking about your past choices, about how you have treated yourself, and how you would like to treat yourself. And sometimes answers can come through that, from the pampering of yourself, from the real care of yourself. Understanding that you are God in the flesh and you don't deserve to be treated improperly by anyone else or yourself. So, I hope that answers your question. This is Aya Sturdivant, aka the Metaphysician, here on Fat Fridays. Thank you guys for tuning into A Perfect Dream. Please visit me on www.aperfectdream.org or aperfectdream37@yahoo.com. Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, Twitter. Until next time, namaste.